world differently. And so because you look at the world differently, you almost have better survival instincts, I guess. So it's almost like a superpower. I feel like I'm not doing justice to this, to what he said. So I'm going to have to be like, okay, wait. Tell me again about anxieties and superpowers, because I need to do a show about it. But, yeah. You know, I mean, you gotta look at things differently, I guess. You know? And so, maybe that's the trick to using these bricks to build something, is you gotta look at it and go, alright. I mean, first you gotta take them off your shoulders, though. You can't let them crush you. I feel like I'm being crushed right now in a lot of ways, but you know, you can't let those bricks crush you. You know how I really feel though? Like, it seems really like weird to say. Okay. So I'm a huge Monty Python fan. And I was watching Holy Grail this weekend. And you know that scene with bring out your dead scene? You got that guy comes up with an old man slung over his shoulder. He's like, here's one. I'm not dead. He says he's not dead. Yes, he is. I'm not. Well, he will be soon. He's very old. I'm getting better. No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a moment. So this guy's trying to like argue with the bring out your dead guy. And and finally at the end he says, look, you know, can you please just do me a favor? And at that point the old guy's like, I feel happy. And then the bring out your dead guy thwonks him over the head and knocks him out. That's how I feel. I feel like I feel happy. Thwonk! Because I just had this amazing fucking weekend. I got to spend it with all caps fanboy. Like and it, you know, and it wasn't just about like, you know, the physical intimacy that we shared, you know, and even then that was actually pretty mild compared to what it could have been. But, you know, I mean, my favorite part of the whole weekend was there was one point where he like busted out his phone and he started playing one of the other podcasts he listened to. And so we're sitting there next to each other, and I said to him, I said, I'm gonna use you as a footstool. So I had my feet up on his lap, and so we're listening to this podcast, and this is before my vape fucking broke. And we're sitting there passing the vape back and forth and listening to this podcast. And every once in a while, he'd pause it and we'd start talking about whatever, you know, topic of conversation had just come up on this show. And we'd have our own little discussion. Like, very, very much, you know, a discussion. Like, we disagree about a lot of things. And I actually like that, to be honest with you. Because we can disagree. And I mean, sometimes I get a little, like, annoyed and emotional, and I go, you know what, that's all right, I don't have to agree with him, you know. And he doesn't have to agree with me, and you know, but when I can feel myself getting too emotional, I just go like, you know what, I can't talk about this right now. And he respects that, and I love that. Anyways, so but we were just sitting there, and I had my feet on his lap, and we're just sitting there listening to this podcast, and we're talking, and every now and again we stop and we start discussing these topics on our own, and we're just passing this vape back and forth. And that was my favorite part of the whole weekend. It was the most comfortable to just be sitting there enjoying each other's company, enjoying each other's mind, enjoying, if not agreeing with each other's opinions. Because we have differing opinions, but I think we have similar motivations for those opinions. It's really funny to think about that, but I don't want to get into the ins and outs because that's not what this show is for. But it was a really like awesome moment for me, and and then like Monday he gets like hour breaks. So they're going like hour-long breaks at work, and so since he just works down the street from where I live, like he goes, oh well, before I come by, I gotta go by 7-Eleven and I gotta go by this other place, and then I'll be over at your house. And I was like, oh well, I gotta go to 7-Eleven too, so I'll meet you there. And so I go to 7-Eleven and I get what I gotta get, and so I'm waiting outside for him to show up, and he shows up and he goes, yeah, the other place that I went to, something fucked up, so I've got to use the ATM here first, and then I got to go back over there. Do you want to come with me? And so we had this little adventure, and it was really cool, and it was really great, and oh my gosh. And that was so great. That was so cool, And so while, yeah, these like little physical interludes that we have, really relatively mild compared to what, it could be. Actually, very mild compared to what it could be. Like, that's really, like, cool. And, apparently at one point he found like a guitar pick on the ground on his way to work or on his way to come see me or something, and so I picked it up and he brought it over and he said to me, I'm gonna keep this pick here so that I can play your ukulele when I come over. And I was like, aw, instead of keeping a toothbrush here, you're gonna keep a guitar pick. I feel so special. And, it was so great. And, and so I go in yesterday to work, and I'm so excited because it's his day off, and so now he can come see me at work, and we can go have lunch. That's not how it panned out for reasons beyond my control and kind of beyond his control, but, whatever, it happened. But point being that, it happened, that I'm in a good mood, and I'm like wanting to, tell my coworkers about this all caps fanboy that I'm just like so excited about. And I mean, he's so cool, and he's so funny, and like so twisted, and I mean, I just love laughing with him, and I love spending time with him, and I don't know where it's going, and well, I mean, I have a feeling I know where it's going, but I don't want to get into that because it's scary, right? But, and and so I feel happy, and then I get served this paperwork, plonk! And I feel like I'm, and I felt like I'd just been thrown on the cart with all the other dead people, Ah, man, that was such a labored metaphor. But ultimately, this is just another brick that life has lobbed at me. But, it's also, interestingly enough, it's also almost like, what is it, like one of Newton's laws, I guess, that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So, like, on Monday I talked about how sometimes life hands you lemons. Now I feel like life has lobbed lemons at me. Not a brick of lemons at me. And we come full circle. Life handed me lemonade this weekend, and now it's throwing a brick of lemons at me. And I am just over here going, I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm dying as I'm laughing about it. But I was listening to, I have this playlist on my Amazon Music app that I entitled Let's Do This Shit. So after I got, handed these papers, like, I went, okay. Because this is sort of like, this is the playlist of songs that get me thinking positive and get me in a better mood and get me sort of like fired up. Yeah, And one of the songs on there is Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, which is from the Monty Python musical, Spamalot. Well, I mean, it's from Life of Brian. It's like kind of their signature song. But this specific recording within my playlist is from Spamalot. And so, but there's a part in there, if you're not familiar with Monty Python, there's a part of there that says, life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. You'll see it's all a show, keep 'em laughing as it go. Just as you go, just remember that the last laugh is on you. And so, always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Except there's like whistling. And I can't whistle. I can't whistle anywhere. I can't do it. Because of the facial paralysis. Ugh. But, some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. I can't whistle, so, but those lyrics, they always get to me, And so that's what I'm trying to do today. I'm trying to say, you know what? I'm mad about that. I'm so angry about that. But there's nothing I can do right now short of seeking out legal counsel. And I can't do that today. I thought I was going to be able to do it today, but I can't, so I'm going to do it tomorrow. I've got a plan. But the plan is get some legal help. Get some legal help and get it now. Because I need it. I need somebody on my side for once. In that courtroom. And I was talking to all caps someone last night, and I told him everything that happened, and he went, dude, I really wish there was something I could do. I really wish I and I believe that. I believe if he wasn't in the situation that he's in, and same thing with Fanboy, which, by the way, still trying to keep them separate. Because they're like I said, they're so different that I think they kill each other, but they're so similar that I think they kill each other. So I'm sort of trying to, I'm not trying to lie to one or the other about their existence, but I'm sort of trying to, stay away. You over there and you over there. Apparently I have a type. I didn't mean to have a type. I like you both a lot, but over there, in your corners. Right now, I'm just trying to get Fanboy through this next, week or whatever. Let him know it's gonna be okay. I know it's hard. I'm sorry, and I wish I could take it all away from you, but I just got lobbed a brick of lemons. Ah! Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, but yeah, no, I well and truly believe that all caps someone that if he could right now, he probably would have gotten in his car last night and driven down here and just stayed with me. If he could, he can't, obviously, and I'm not asking that of him. I don't think he listens to this, so I don't know why I'm trying to qualify that statement. But I well and truly believe that if he could, and I well and truly believe that if he could, all caps Fanboy would have stayed the night with me last night. But unfortunately, no. Things are going on in his